Good morning. I'm making off my phone. There we go. All right. Happy Monday. It's that time of the week, and I'm all crooked here. Maybe it's my mat that's crooked. Happy Monday. Hopefully you had a great weekend, and today we are doing, and I've got the TV on so I can look at the time. Lost my train of thought here. What we're doing today is we're going to be doing a stretch class. Okay, none of us do enough of this, and it gets more important as we get older. So let's get started. Okay, so let's start with some twists here. Just get the spine going. And the idea here with these twists is to move your spine and try to keep your hips square to the front as you rotate the upper body. Okay, so what you can do is you can exhale, tuck your belly in, exhale, tuck your belly in. And this ensures that your hips stay square to the front as you rotate the spine. Yes. How are you guys doing today? If you're watching live, please come say hi and let me know who you are because I'm on StreamYard and I can't see. And if you're watching it on replay, please hit replay for me or type in replay. I'm trying to see here. Nope, this way. There we go. That's better. Okay, keep going. And you got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. Let's just roll those shoulders nice and easy. Good. Big circles. Just a couple more. Here's 1. And here's 2. Then you can do some back stroking. Take your time and get that stretch through the upper chest and through the shoulders. Yeah, there you go. Good. And keep going. Nice big circles with those arms. Yeah, keep going. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can do a little bit more spinal mobility here. So standing with your legs hip width apart. Grow tall in your spine and just bend to the side. Okay. And when you bend, this is oftentimes what I see when we bend, is we're bending down like this, right? So make sure you're bending to the side. Whoops, this side. See the difference between that and this? So try to keep your chest open as you bend to the side. Yeah, there you go. So you're probably feeling it here around your waist area because there's no ribs. That's what gives us that mobility through our hip area. Good. Keep going. You can go inhale, exhale, tuck your belly in. While you're here, inhale, exhale, tuck your belly in first, then lift. And that's going to make sure that you engage those abs. Exhale, tuck your belly in, then lift back up. Inhale here, exhale, tuck your belly in, then lift. Feel the difference in your spine. And if it feels good to not to breathe, engage your abs, you can do that too, right? And I want you to grow a little taller in your spine and bend up a little higher. So see how my spine stays straight and I'm bending kind of like right about here and work your way up the armpit. That means you're going to bend a little less. So there's less mobility as you work your way up through the spine and done. Okay. So now what we're going to do is you can grab a foam roller or grab onto a piece of furniture. I'm going to grab onto a foam roller because when I talk, sometimes I lose my balance. And you're just going to swing your leg back and forth, forward and back. Forward and back. And same thing here. You want to keep your belly button tight. So this way you get that extension through the hip here, right? So you don't want to be swinging your back like this, okay? Especially if you got low back problems. You just want to move your leg inside that hip socket. So it's exhale, tuck your belly in. Exhale, tuck your belly in. Exhale, tuck your belly in. Yeah, keep going. And you got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, let's switch sides. All right. Grow tall in your spine, shoulders back, drop those shoulders, and just gently swing your leg back and forth. Exhale, tuck your belly in. So if this is bothering your back, it's really important to keep that belly button tucked in so you don't get that extension through the low back region. Keep going. And you got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. All right, so let's come down onto our back. I'm just going to move my screen down a little bit so you guys can see, and you can see my coffee table there. Move that aside. There we go. Good. Okay. So let's lie on your back. And let's gently do some single-legged knee hugs. So drop one leg to the floor and just give your knee a little hug. And then release. And then switch sides. Good. That's it. Just a couple more. Here's one. And here's two. Good stuff. All right. So let's cross one leg over. Okay, make it your right over your left. And then bring that bottom leg in towards your chest. And in terms of your arms, you can take your top arm, my right arm, over my right foot, or you can feed it in between your legs. Okay. Draw those shoulders down away from those ears and try to push that right knee away from you. There you go. So the feeling that you want to have is you want to make sure both your waist feels long on both sides. Okay, because with your right leg crossed over your left, your right hip wants to hike up. So do your best to push that right knee down away so you feel a little bit more of a stretch through the hips. And then as well, long waist on both sides and gently release. Okay, we'll do that a couple of times because this is a stretch that oftentimes we're really tight through the hip region. Okay, so cross the other leg over, your left over your right. Give your bottom knee a little hug. Gently push that left knee down away from you towards your other toe. Yeah, towards here. Yeah, there you go. Good. And don't forget to breathe. Breathe in. And a big exhale. And a deep breath in. And a big exhale. Good. And gently release that bottom leg. And while we're here, before we do a second set, let's have your knees pointing up with your feet on the floor, legs about hip width apart or possibly a little wider. It's up to you. And just let your legs fall over to one side. Yeah, try to relax those hips. Just a little mini spinal twist here. We're going to do a full one shortly. And then lift and then switch sides. There you go. Good. And then lift and do it again. And then one more. Inhale, exhale, switch sides. Good. Doesn't this feel good? It sure does. And then back to center. Let's take that right leg, cross it over the left leg, and bring that bottom leg in one more time. It should feel a little looser than the first set. Draw those shoulders down away from those ears. Gently press your right knee away from you. Okay, so I want you to feel your hip bones here and your waist. Does it feel even? Does your right hip feel like it's hiked up? Yeah, do your best. Now, stretching is all relative, right? Yeah, and I'm breathing through. Nice big inhale. And a big exhale. And gently release. Okay, let's switch sides. Cross the other leg over. Figure four. Bring that bottom leg in. Give it a little hug. Feel your hips. Do they feel level? Gently push that left knee down away from you. Keeping those shoulders down away from those ears. And see if you can bring that right knee over to the right side a little bit. It's going to want to collapse in. So bring that. So you want your leg in line with your hip. Okay, guys? Good. And breathing through. And a big exhale. And one more time. Deep breath in. And a big exhale. Good. And gently release. Bring that right leg all the way down to the floor. Take that top leg and cross it over to the right side. And you can use your right hand and take it on the outside of your left knee. Bring your left arm out across your shoulders and take your eyes over to the left side. Okay, and try to breathe and relax your hips. Good. Take a nice big deep breath in. And a big exhale. And one more deep breath in. And a big exhale. Good. Back to center. All right, let's switch sides. Drop that left leg to the floor. Right leg crosses over. Left hand on the outside of your right knee. Extend your right arm out. Eyes over to the right side. Relax your hips. Take a nice big deep breath in. And a big exhale. And again, deep breath in. And relax and release your breath. Good. Awesome. All right, let's come back to center. Bring the feet back to the floor with your knees pointing up towards the ceiling. Legs at least hip width apart, possibly a little wider. Make sure your toes are pointing forward. Extend your arms out and just let your legs fall over to one side. Inhale, exhale, lift, and then switch to the other side. Inhale, exhale, lift, and switch. Good. Inhale, exhale to the other side and switch. Good. Back to center. All right, let's bring one leg in or up in the air and bring the other leg up in the air. Okay, you can drop your heels down towards your bum. Bring your knees in a little bit closer towards your chest and just let your legs fall open. You can add a little pressure with your hands on the inside of your thighs. So right now my knees are kind of in towards my chest a little bit. If you want a little bit more of a stretch, you can gently peel your knees away from you and just make sure that your spine doesn't, you don't feel it in your low back, okay? So to prevent from feeling it in your low back, you just tuck your belly button in, okay? So from here, if this is not enough of a stretch with your hands on the inside of your legs, you can slowly extend your legs out and you can get a little bit more of a stretch through those inner thighs. Good. So make sure, should just be a nice gentle pull. A lot of times when we're stretching, it's people are holding their breaths. Yeah, you don't want to be holding your breath. Just be gentle. Okay, so right now I've got my hands on the outside of my legs with my elbows down on the floor, just to get a little bit of support here as an option, and then bring your legs back to center. Give the knees a little bit of a hug, and then one more time. Same options. You can move on from your options, or you can stick to the same one. Totally up to you. Good. Hold it here. Keep your belly button in. Take the next breath in. Exhale, bring your legs back together. Drop one foot to the floor, then drop the other foot to the floor. Good. Awesome. All right, so we're going to do a little bit more hip stretch. So let's bring your legs back up, hands behind your knees. Bring your legs a little bit wider apart. We're going to rock up and down. And swing those arms up, or your legs up, and back down. Up you get, and down. Good. Nice. Oh, it's like a little massage on your low back. Doesn't that feel good? It sure does. And one more, we're going to hold at the top. Good stuff. Awesome. Okay, my mat's a little crooked. That's how it is. All right, grabbing a seat. Seated position. So I'll give you some options here. Okay. Well, let's start with this one. Okay, sitting cross-legged, arms down at your side. Okay, you're going to lift up with your right arm. So that right arm, it's going to want to go forward. Try to bring your arm as far back as possible. You're aiming your arm towards your ear. And if it's not possible, just get to it as close to it as you can, okay, without shrugging your shoulders. All right, you're going to slide your left arm out and you're going to fold. Look towards your right armpit and hold and breathe. Take a nice big deep breath in and a big exhale. One more deep breath in. And a big exhale, come back to center. Now we're going to switch sides. Lift the left arm up. Try to bring it as close to your ear as possible. Make sure it feels comfortable. Take the next inhale. Exhale, slide your right arm out and look towards your left armpit. Good. Make sure that opposite shoulder is down away from the ears. Good. And breathe. And relax. Take the next inhale, exhale, sweep that arm back down. Let's do that one more time on each side. Lengthen through the arms, reach for the ceiling, grow tall in your spine. Inhale, exhale, fold over and let that left shoulder drop. Make sure both your sit bones are still on the mat, okay, guys? Oftentimes you're trying to overextend, but your hips are lifting off the mat. So make sure both your sit bones are on the mat. Inhale, exhale, come on up. And let's switch. Lift up and over. Good. Breathe. Drop that right shoulder down towards your ear. Look towards your left armpit. Take the next inhale, exhale, sweep that arm up nice and tall. Okay, let's take your hands behind. Extend those legs out. Give it a little shake. Get some blood flow back into those legs. Okay, let's do that again. This time, here's what I want you to do. Same left arm down on the floor. You're going to reach up. You're going to fold over, and then you're going to reach away from the knee. So with this one, you want to make sure your sit bones, your butt is still on the floor and reach. Okay, so now we're stretching out the low back. Make sure left shoulders is down away from the ear. Good. Take the next inhale, exhale, tuck your belly in, and then work your way back up, going in reverse. All right? So inhale, exhale, lift with the left arm, slide over, and then over away from your left knee. Keep both your sit bones on the floor. Drop that right shoulder down away from the ears. Nice little stretch for your low back. How's that feeling? That's a good one, isn't it? If you're on live, please say hi. Come say hi. And come back up. Go in the exact reverse. Let's do that one more time. Lengthen through the arm. Slide that arm out. Look towards your armpit. Then look down away from the opposite knee. And reach away. Good. And breathe. Make sure both your sit bones are on the floor. And then work in reverse. And I think we got one more to do, right? Did we? Yeah, I think because we started on this side. Okay, let's just do one more because I can't remember. And then reach away. Yeah, I think I'm right. Yes. Nice. Make sure both your sit bones are on the floor. Don't overextend yourself, just enough that you can still breathe and possibly even have a conversation. Good. And then back to center. Good stuff. All right, so now we're going to do, let's stretch out the legs a little bit. Extend your legs out, give it a quick little shake, and then bring those legs back in. And we're going to stretch out the shoulders here, okay? So you're just going to drop your chin down towards your chest. That's the first one. So make sure when you do this, your spine is tall. You're just nodding your chin down towards your chest. You can have your arms down at your side on the floor for a little bit of support. And you should feel a nice stretch along the back side of your neck. Okay, if you like, you can add just a little bit of pressure with your hands. Good, make sure your spine is still tall. And then from here, if your hand's not on the top of your head, make sure you bring it here. And then you're gonna take your head, turn it towards your left knee, and just gentle pull, and make sure your right arm is down at the floor. So you get that full stretch along the right side of your neck. Good. Breathing through. Big exhale. One more deep breath in. And a big exhale. Release the hands and back to center. Okay, so make sure it's just keep it gentle. All right, ladies? All right, let's take that chin, nod it down. Add a little bit of pressure and then turn your eyeballs over to your right knee. And make sure you push down with the left hand. Good, and breathing through. That's it. Good. And back to center. Good, let's sweep those hands behind. Extend those legs out. Give it a little shake. Okay, we are going to turn over and we're going to do a hip flexor stretch. It's one of my favorite things to do. Because a lot of times we are very tight around the hip region. Okay, so if you want to double up on your mat, you can. So you're going to come into this kneeling. Well, actually, let's do this one first because this one makes more sense. We're going to gradually work our way into the hip flexor stretch. So this one's a little bit more gentle. So you're on your knees with your legs about hip width apart or so. And you can have your toes tucked under or flat. And all you're going to do is tuck that tail under and then press your hips forward. So make sure we're not extending through the low back like this. Excuse me, all you're doing is tucking that tail and pressing those hips forward. So you should feel a nice stretch through the front of your legs here. Yeah, how's that feeling? Okay, you can also take your legs a little bit wider if that's comfortable for you. And pressing your hips, make sure you're squeezing those butt cheeks together. Good, and then from here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna sit back on your heels and drop your forehead down towards your mat. Elongate your spine by walking your fingers towards the top edge of the mat. You can drop your forehead down to the mat here, guys. And take a nice big deep breath in. And a big exhale. Deep breath in. And a big exhale. Take another breath in. As you exhale, roll yourself back up. And let's do that hip stretch one more time, pressing those hips forward. Good. Make sure you're not bending through the low back. Good. Take the next inhale, exhale, back to center. And let's bring that left leg forward. So you're in this lunge position. So you always want to imagine like your legs are on train tracks, okay? So you don't want to be stacking one foot behind the other because that's when you start feeling like you're going to lose your balance. So always pretend your legs are on train tracks. You can tuck the back toe under. The goal here is to aim around 90 degrees in the knees. So you can see there's somewhat of a 90 degree in my front knee and in my back knee here. You're going to tuck that tail under and you're going to press your hip forward, okay? It's important that they're 90 degrees because if they weren't, you're jamming your knee in. That's not very comfortable, okay? So pressing your hips forward, grow tall in your spine. You should feel a stretch through the hip flexor and probably through the front side of your legs, okay? So you're here. Good. Nice and tall. Then what you're going to do is take this left arm out in front and you're going to press into that front knee. You're going to extend that right arm up in the air and you're going to push into your left knee and you're going to look towards your right armpit. And what we're doing here is now we're extending that stretch into our obliques, into our psoas, and try to grow tall, shoulders down away from those ears. Yeah, reach up with your fingertips, breathing through for 3, 2, 1, and gently release. Good. And switch sides. All right. All right. So make sure your legs are on train tracks. Back toe is tucked under. And just press your hip forward. Okay, so make sure we're not extending through the low back. Feel that left hip flexor stretch all the way down into the front of the legs. All right. So now what you're going to do is take that right arm into your right knee. Extend the left arm up, reach up, grow tall, lengthen your spine. Yeah, you're going to push into that right knee. You're going to rotate and look towards your, left armpit or left fingertips or left elbow, somewhere along there. Good, draw those shoulders down away from those ears. Continue to add a little bit of pressure on the inside of your right leg. Yeah, so you get that little bit of rotation. Nice little stretch, breathing through. Big exhale. And one more time, deep breath in. And exhale and release. Good, how was that? That felt pretty good, huh? Okay, let's do that one more time. So where are we? Left leg forward. All right, 90-degree angle in the legs. So check in. If you're not sure, you can look, okay? Or you can feel it. All right, tuck that tail under, press your hip forward, and hold it there. Yeah, grow tall in your spine. Nice. Breathing through. Belly button tucked in. When you tuck in your belly button, it doesn't allow you to extend through the spine because you're creating some support in this region here. Yeah. We'll just do this regular one with a hip flexor stretch. Yeah. Breathing through and gently release. Switch sides. I'll turn over this way I don't have my back to you. All right, 90-degree angle in the legs. Tuck that back toe under as an option if you like. Tuck the tail under and then press your hip forward. Yes. Grow tall in your spine. Shoulders down away from those ears. Make sure you're looking forward. Sometimes with this one, people like to be rotating. I'm only rotating because I'm talking to you. All right. Pressing those hips forward. Good. And release, okay? Take your hands, sweep it down towards the floor. Step back with the front leg. Tuck your toes under. And then press yourself up into a downward dog. And the idea here is to really push into those hands and get those hips up nice and high. Look towards your upper thighs. Yes, you should feel a nice little stretch the back side of your legs. Get shoulders down away from those ears. Keep those elbows long and pedal out your feet. Pressing your heel down towards the mat, one at a time. Oh, this feels good. Keep going. Keep going. Yes. Nice. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, drop down onto your knees. Sit back at your heels. Pull down your shirt. Try to walk those fingers towards the top edge of the mat. And breathe from here. And one more deep breath in. As you exhale, roll yourself up. Okay, we're going to do a nice little stretch here for the upper, for your chest. So you're in this position again. And have your tops of your feet lying flat on the mat. And you're going to take the hands in the small of your back. And you're going to roll your shoulder blades back and down. And I want you to aim your collarbone up towards the ceiling. Okay, not your chin, but your collarbone. All right. Hands here, or you can have them, hands are here, or you can have them down a little bit lower if that's more comfortable. Inhale, exhale, shoulders back and down, and then reach your collarbone up and try to squeeze those shoulder blades together. So you should feel a nice little stretch across your chest. Good. Open up, open up. Make sure it's your collarbone and not your chin. Yes. Good. Take the next inhale, exhale, sit all the way back. Bum towards your heel and forehead down towards the mat. Fingertips towards the top edge. Take a nice big deep breath in. Big exhale. And one more time, deep breath in. And next exhale, roll yourself up one more time with this chest stretch. Sweep those hands behind in the small of your back or down towards your bum. Shoulders back and down. Tuck your tail under. Squeeze those glutes. And reach your collarbone up towards the ceiling. And squeeze those shoulder blades together. Make sure this is comfortable. Make sure you don't feel it in your low back. Get it across your chest. Make those little adjustments that you need to. And release. Good. All right. Let's do one more stretch here, okay? Let's grab a seat. So just remember which way your legs are crossed, okay? I feel like I'm so crooked. I'm sideways here today. All right, you're going to have your hands in front, and you're just going to walk your hands away from you and let the weight of your body fall forward. So you should feel it in the top hip, all right? Hold it here, breathe. Big exhale. Take another breath in. Exhale, roll yourself up, and now switch legs, other side. Other side. Grow tall in your spine, hands out front, fold forward. So make sure when you do this one that your sit bones are resting on your mat and folding forward. Hold it. Yeah, breathe. Sit bones on the mat here, guys. Yeah, nice big inhale.
Big exhale. One more breath in. As you exhale, roll yourself up.
Sweep those hands behind, shake out those legs, and you are rocking and rolling today for Monday. Yay! Enjoy your day and your week, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.